Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. We are here at Pukekohe or Pukekohe or whatever the hell you want to call it for the 20th race of the NRSL Asus Republic of Gamers Truck Series season. This is the first race of round 2. We're down to 8 drivers. Your following drivers are still in the chase. They are Eric Benson, Dylan Young, Julius Anderson, Philip Goldberg, Zach Flickinger, Joshua Sikuli, Edwin Mendez, and LJ Toledo. That totals out to 2 Toyotas, a Ford, and 5 Chevys. Speaking of Chevy, rivalry going on in the Cup Series between them and Ford. Who knows if it'll transfer over today into the Truck Series. Chevy is on a... Chevy has won every race since Dover, which was race 6, so they are on a 14-race win streak. It could be broken today. We don't know. It's a survival race. Pukekohe can be crazy. Drivers will be pushing each other really hard, and it could be really anybody's game. But with that said, let's get you to the starting lineup. Nick Smith is on the pole. Quentin Moore will start second. Joshua Sikuli and Zach Flickinger will start in row number 2. So 2 chasers right there. Edwin Mendez, Martin Suarez in row 3. Another chaser in Mendez. Dylan Young, Eric Benson, row 4. 2 more chasers. And then John Arndt and Philip Parker start in row 5. So a total of 5 of the 8 chasers start in the top 10. That is good for them. They're going to want to start as close to the front as possible or as far in the back to avoid getting into incidents. But anyway, let's go trackside for the command the fire engines here in New Zealand.
Drivers, start your engine!
They will pace around here. This is one of the highest braking corners and one of the best corners to set up a pass. You get right on someone's back bumper, push them through this corner. If they're good enough, they'll hang on. If they're not good enough, they're going to slide off into that grass there. So it can be crazy, but that is the fastest zone of the track right there, into the highest braking zone on the track too. Very interesting road course to say the least. Not very long either. But we'll see what these drivers can accomplish here today. As they come slowly off the final corner, down the hill. Green flag is out. We're on their way. Now this is where things can get crazy. We'll see Nick Smith. Oh, and Quentin Moore is taking out Mendez is involved. Dylan Young spinning. Sorlin. See, lots of stuff happened there. Mendez is in the tire walls again. Oh, there's a big mess here as Goldberg's getting spun around. And here it is, Sikuli in the lead, but Nick Smith right behind him. Ooh, Benson, Suarez make some contact there. So most of the field has got spread out big time as Chris Dodd goes off the track. There's Toledo into the dirt. Oh, Sorlin's going off. There's Edwin Mendez. Started in 5th. Not a good start for him. He's going down to pit road to fix some damage. This can be a tricky spot here. Sikuli goes off. That's going to let Nick Smith get a shot at the lead. Oh, and JT Bryant goes off course. Oh. That's going to end his day. Edwin Mendez on pit road, like we said. Sekuli fighting back with Nick Smith. They're leaning on doors, and Flickinger's around. Benson's around. More chasers having some difficulties. Oh, and Tony Green's going to get turned into the wall, and he spins. Oh, look, watch out. Oh, Alexander Rowe better get back on track in that grass. Woohoo! Mendez back out on the racing track as Nick Smith is your race leader for now. Oh, and there goes Flickinger off course. Oh, he tries to save it, but he can't, and Benson follows him in after. Two chasers out just like that. Zach Rogers spins off the apron. As Sekuli fighting for the lead as they catch Edwin Mendez. I cannot talk. There's Dylan Young, LJ Toledo, Diaz, Julius Anderson, Philip Goldberg. Mendez is off the pace. These guys are going to catch him eventually. Right now, Sekuli, Nick Smith, and Suarez are pulled away. 1, 2, 3 as Sekuli goes off into the grass. Philip Parker close behind in fourth. Couple chasers in the back part of the pack. Ooh, and contact being made. Oh, Danny Jones and Colin Denton making contact. Ooh, a lot of guys are making some close contact here. Smith to the lead. They're not catching Mendez too quickly. Sekuli's going to get the edge as Suarez and Nick Smith go off the course. Oh, and Samsel just went off. Oh, that's a hard lick. Oh, Fitzwater almost self-spun right into Dylan Young. Ooh, and Sekuli gave a bumper run, but he's going to get turned by Suarez right into the wall. And Martin Suarez takes the lead with that dirty move, and Sekuli's going into pit road. Nick Smith loses a ton of ground, and then Suarez just got so close that he turned the 07, and he is probably PO'd. And now it's a two truck race. Parker caught up with that. It's down to Suarez and Parker right now, and Suarez goes way off track. There's Nick Smith down the 6th. Sekuli went into pit road. He's on pit road. Oh, and Parker gets loose. He bounces off of Suarez. That's going to cost him a lot of ground. They're racing really hard behind the top two. Ooh, Keith Rich and Dylan Young made hard contact there. Ooh, Dejan Weeks. And Sekuli's coming back out on pit road right next to Martin Suarez. Oh, he gets into the grass, but he's going to save it. Here comes Philip Parker trying to go 3 wide. He'll pass Sekuli. Suarez, Parker still at it. Parker not giving up on the 92. The Chevy-Ford rivalry continues after Suarez turned the chaser. Oh, and Denton bounces off of Shelley. He gets into the grass. Oh, and they're all leaning, and Brummer and Henry Williams are banging doors. Oh, and there goes Julius Anderson. He just got spun. He's back going. Suarez in the lead, but Parker all over his back bumper. Oh, Parker's going to the inside right in here. That's a bad spot to make a move. He's making it work. Oh, contact. Bunch of side-by-side action going on. Parker all over the 92. There he goes. He's making his move for the lead. Suarez almost comes back around and takes him out, but he will fall back to second place as Philip Parker takes the lead. Nick Smith and others. Coming on the lap 9 as Philip Parker takes the lead away from Martin Suarez. And I feel like the 92 might have a problem. Ooh, Danny Jones. Oh, gets into Shelley. He bounces off. Whoa, Tyler Merkel with the evasive action. That was crazy. Oh, and Zach Rogers has some front end damage. Something happened. Oh, Julius Anderson, perhaps. Suarez ain't going away. Parker's battling with him again. Parker clears, but Suarez will get back to his right as they'll come to 6 to go. Not sure what happened to Rogers and Anderson. Looks like something bad happened here on the front stretch. Suarez leads. He's going to pass the 21 back. Maybe no. Yes. Yes, he does. They still have not caught the 0-2. All these guys racing back here for third on back. Oh, Nick Smith just got into the tire while he's smoking. Oh, no. Hartnett's got nowhere to go. Runs into him. So Cooley's going to go around in the grass. So Nick Smith's good run from the pole goes up in smoke. He's trying to get out of the way. Oh, Marty Johnson just had something happen to him. He's up in smoke. Oh, wow. Anderson and Goldberg's front ends are destroyed. Parker leads with 5 to go. Ooh, Merkel goes off track a bit. Johnny Gardner also down pit road. There's Nick Smith, Marty Johnson. You see Suarez catches up with that draft. Oh, and Eli Bright just got turned by Danny Jones, and he's back out into the track, and Chandler Cottle's got nowhere to go. And the 1 is going down pit road. Suarez catching back up to Phil Parker. They're catching Edwin Mendez. I think they got his draft finally. Now Suarez is not gaining on Parker. He's just closing in slowly. Here we go. Chevy and Ford battling it out in the Truck Series, and Parker almost gets turned. Suarez might be on his left. Yes, he is. But the right-hander right back next will keep Parker in the lead as they come to 3 to go. Right behind Edwin Mendez. See Anderson, Flickinger, and Benson, 3 chasers with problems today. As Mendez goes off the track in front of him. Parker's going to make a move, and then here comes Suarez. 3 wide down the long straight. This might not work. Mendes is going to go way off the track, but Parker stays even. Parker, Suarez, they're fighting it out. What a road course battle. 2 laps to go at Pukekohe. These two are neck and neck. Oh, Suarez gets into the grass a bit. Parker, he gets a little bit off track too, but he's not giving up. They're side by side. Parker getting draft from the 0-2. Now Parker's going to let the 92 in front and push him through the corner maybe. Yes, he does. He gives him the bumper. Suarez goes way off track. That might have been the move for the win. Because now Suarez has trouble from Edwin Mendes. Mendes is going to get really loose though. Coming to the white flag for Philip Parker. That might have just been the race-winning move. He gained a whole second on him with that move. Chevrolet not going down easy in the truck series. Suarez didn't get a good run off. He's not gaining any ground. Mendes is actually gaining on him. Going through the final corners, that move with 2 to go is going to seal the deal. And Philip Parker is going to win at Pukekohe. What a win for Chevrolet. They had to fight for that one. And they had to fight for that one with Ford. So Suarez gets second. Tyler Merkel third. James Shelley fourth. John Arndt fifth. Danny Jones sixth. Colin Denton seventh. Grayson Acevedo eighth. Chris Dodd ninth. And Charles Sanford rounds out the top 10. Let's see if we can find where our chasers finished. Dylan Young got 14th. Wow. Toledo 21st. Mendes 28th. Sakuli 29th. Goldberg 32nd. Anderson 34th. Flickinger 37th and Benson 38th. So none of the chasers had good runs today except for maybe Dylan Young. We're going to take you back to the replay to see what happened to Anderson. But before I do that, this time I'm going to save the goddamn export and replay since this is my second time doing this race. And just so you guys know, if you hear this, Parker won the first go-to. So it's not like anything really changed except for where some other people finished and something crazy that happened. But anyway, I'll be right back to show you the race replay once I get this shit saved. So this is where this starts. Tony Green's just coming off the corner, and he gets into the already damaged truck of Zach Rogers, sends him into the wall. And now he hits the wall hard enough, it sends his truck sideways through the grass. Hello? Jesus, lag drop. Right here, Quentin Moore gets really lucky, and Anderson just has nowhere to go, and oh yeah, he's off the grass, he can't do any. Wow, what a lick. That was awful. That ripped the whole front end off of Anderson's truck. Absolutely demolished. Now, something happened to Philip Goldberg, I think. Oh, yeah, look at this. Following lap. Similar scenario. Dejan Weeks does the same thing the following lap to Marty Johnson. Turns him, I think, a bit more directly into the wall. Johnson bounces off at a later point. Same amount of distance, just nowhere for Philip Goldberg to go right here, and turns straight into him, and it's almost the exact same wreck with different drivers. You see Goldberg, Rowe really squeaks by. Look at this. Holy crap, they're lucky, and Kev Shearer got really lucky too. All those guys did a great job not killing, clobbering into the 54 there. That could have been much worse for Philip Goldberg. Those guys did a great job avoiding him. Anyway, that's all from Pukekohe. Congrats to Philip Parker on the win, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for the Cup Series race.